sure everything's working. Alright, cool. So, we're back another week. Another round of Death and Taxes. I'm going to be playing Legacy Mono White Death and Taxes today, like we usually do. We kind of got creamed on Friday. So I'm hoping to do a little bit better than we did in the past, for sure. That was probably my worst run of Death and Taxes I've had since the Deathrite ban, was like the 2-3 into 2-3. I don't know if I've even, like, 2-3 a League before then. Maybe I have, like, once, but I don't remember. But this deck's still been very good. My win rate kind of took a hit with those leagues, though. Double 2-3s put me down to 66% win rate. I was up around 70 for a while there, but now 122 matches, 66.39% win rate. Still pretty good, and I don't know. Those games before just did not work out. There was a lot of like mulligans, a lot of clunky sixes that were kept, other things that we almost won but didn't. So we're just gonna like I think try it again with no changes. I love the fact that that card has already been nicknamed Ass Trophy. That was a poor naming convention on Wizards' part for sure. It's gonna make a lot of bug decks more playable, I imagine. Card seems very, very powerful. I'm happy it exists because I don't particularly care about it. I would be happy if all the Grixis players just moved and decided to play Bug instead, because that matchup is a lot better for Death and Taxes. Card's very cool though. The card is very powerful in a lot of formats. Yeah, we haven't even like Shardless totally died because of like Check Pile and Miracles playing Predict and stuff. So we haven't seen Shardless, so I'd be interested in seeing like how a Shardless list looks post ban or post Deathrite ban, because that was a pretty powerful linchpin for the deck. But just sort of like bug control decks. Whether or not they're playing Shardless Agent, I don't know. I'm no expert, but bug control, Shardless bug, whatever. Bug, does Bug Delver want something like that? I mean, I guess they were playing Abrupt Decay, but depends on the matchups you wanted Abrupt Decay for. Being uncounterable is definitely a relevant issue, and also giving them basic land can be a thing sometimes, especially against like Death and Taxes. Although no, they have an answer to Batter Skull, which is like one of our best answers to the bug decks, but we still have a pile of Mirror and Crusaders, so win some, lose some. That being said, I'd much rather play against a pile of Assassin Trophies before I have to play against Kolaghan's Commands and Lightning Bolts. So, I do think that the bug matchup works out a lot better than the Grixis matchup does. Anyway, what was I saying? There were a couple cards that were on the chopping block for me, actually, between Leona and Relic Order and Sword of War and Peace. Both cards I have not been like boarding in terribly often, or I've been boarding them in matchups that don't really care about them too much. Bounty Nice. Calling out the true Legacy staple, Bounty Hunter, all the time. And where's the quote I sent to one of the group chats that I was in? One of my friends asked me, is this card playable in Legacy Death and Taxes? What did I say exactly? Oh, here we go. Just because the 2 CMC white creature with utility ability means it might be playable, that card is shit. That card could target walkers and exile and also be repeatable, and I still wouldn't play it. Card is not good. 2 Brawling and 2 Cataclysm, clearly hunting Miracles players. I mean, yes and no, I guess. I do want Brightlings because I am scared that like Miracles is coming back. I'm definitely going to respect them more than I respect Death Shadow, quite honestly, because Death Shadow I think is just like a better matchup at face value. I think queuing into Death Shadow, I'm a lot more confident that I can win versus queuing into Miracles. So I kind of want to hedge for the Miracles matchup more. Death Shadow matchup with Triple Crusader is already like pretty close, and Cataclysm is kind of dividing the line of what decks do I want to beat, and I'm erring more towards Grixis and Miracles than I am towards Death Shadow. At least they know D&T exists. That's fair. But that card is stone garbage, and it is like just ugh. It's not good. Not a good card. In tournament formats, at least. I don't know about standard. Maybe it's good in standard. It's like it does like vigilance too, right? So you can like attack. Wait, no, attacking and then tapping. You'd have to attack first, connect, and then kill something else. So you can't like clear a creature out of the way and still attack because it kills itself. Do you think you need Sword War and Peace in this config? I was actually just talking about that before I got sidetracked. Leona Relic Order and Sword War and Peace, I think, are like the worst cards in my sideboard right now, and I was thinking about offing them for other stuff. I don't really know exactly what I want, but they're like pretty medium on my list right now. And I could definitely use something else, but I don't really know what I would be going for. Like a third recruiter, maybe? Instead of the Sword of War and Peace, because that can come in on some of the same matchups. Active Authority. I thought about it instead of the Relic Order. It comes in, I assume, all of the same match, or most of the same matchups. Hey, I am like 2-0 against Enchantress. Am I 2-0 against Enchantress? That might be a lie. I am 2-0 against Enchantress, according to my statistics. So obviously Enchantress is a great matchup. We don't need to worry about it. But yeah, I could see something in one of these spots. Trade the recruitability and viability for not sucking. Yeah, I mean, in that case, I can play like a Disenchant, too. Or, I guess, Seal of Cleansing is the one that's, like, mostly better than Disenchant, right? Because you can put it in, like, in a Show and Tell and snipe an Omniscience or whatever, versus having to leave up 2 mana forever. Although it's worse now because they can just, like, cast an Emrakul. Seal of Cleansing or Aura of Silence, it feels spicy. I think Aura of Silence is just, like, bad Seal of Cleansing, right? Taxes out artifacts and enchantments or something? I don't know. Alright, so anyway. I don't think I want to change anything yet, because I don't really know what I want. I could definitely see third recruiter or something. Just to kind of edge out the grindy matchups in a way that Sword of War and Peace like doesn't need to. But, I don't know. We're just going to play this 75 again. Is my deck list the same? Oh no, my deck list is probably the one that doesn't let me put a Brightling in the sideboard still. Let's see if they won't let me do that yet. Brightling. Nope, still won't let me add a Brightling to the sideboard. So we're still playing a 14 card sideboard according to Stream Decker. What do you want, cat? Why are you whining? Oh, she's leaving. Alright, bye. Anyway. Also lit all my play points on fire, 2-3ing 2 straight leagues. Oh, I lit a bunch of my play points on fire, doing horribly in the challenge, and then I lit the rest of them on fire subsequently, 2-3ing back-to-back leagues. Alright. This hand is pretty gas. Double Thalia can be a tad awkward, but we have File into Port Mom or Thalia Mom or Red-Black Reanimator, huh? Well, my track record against Red-Black Reanimator is losing every game won, so I don't expect this one's any different. We're gonna guess we fire off a Vial into the Void here. I'd rather have a Mother of Runes than a Aether Vial, I think, in the long game. Mother of Runes plus a Flyer can help, like, stall gigantic flying blockers. Realistically, though, we're probably just dead. Unless we top deck Caracas or some nonsense, and they don't just, like, nut turn 1 me. Nope, we're getting turn 1'd. Yep, they get a Grizzlebrand. Sure. Cabal Therapy Thought. I mean, yeah, we're not winning this game. It doesn't matter. I wonder what the odds there are that I'm supposed to just concede in response to the after like the Chancellor trigger resolved and I keep my 7. It's like we're not gonna win this. If they didn't go off on turn 1 though, we have turn 2 Thalia plus Ports that we might have actually been able to live. I wonder if I concede to this. I guess not. They already know I'm on death and taxes. There's no point in conceding now. No other deck in the format goes Plains Aether Vial. And if we top deck like Caracas or something, I don't know. And they don't reanimate a second threat or something here. Yeah, sure. Take all my Thalias. Our only plan is draw Caracas anyway. Plus, we might be able to see like some random fatties if they move to discard here. And be able to see how they're built. Yeah, they're on the Ashen Rider one, which probably means they're just on Landon's list. So they have Tidespell and Ashen Rider if I draw Caracas, which would plow, but can't even cast both of these. What are they even doing now? Nick Zoom. Sure. Oh no, I shouldn't do that because they can get a Chancellor and actually turn off my plow because the Thalia. Oh well, we're not winning. Oh cool, they just got Ashen Rider. Oh cool, they're just exiling my Thalia. Deal. Which means they're gonna reanimate my Thalia? Really? That doesn't seem like a great plan. Okay. Alright, pay the extra. I hear my cat meowing in the other room, but she's not coming into the only other room with people in it for some reason. You can hear me talking, cat. Oh man, we can just get my Caracas back. Or get my Thalia back and then replay it. Yoink. I also really wish I plowed that Ashen Rider, but obviously not the correct play. They could also just like draw more cards with Grizzlebrand after that. We're also still probably dead. This Ashen Rider races us pretty well. If we could draw like a Flicker Wisp though, or something. Another plow. Oh no, they're gonna therapy my Mother of Runes. Might have been even right to just play Mother of Runes here instead. Because now we need to find a plow to kill this Ashen Rider. Shit. I guess like Stoneforge might actually win us the game too if we get it fast enough. They like cast another reanimation spell or something. Flicker isn't good here. Yeah, no, I just want Flicker to block it. I'm not gonna Flicker their Ashen Rider. That's insanity. I also don't only exiles when it dies. But they would get an exile on the permanent reentry. My plan was play Mother of Runes and have Flicker Wisp to just block it forever. Mom give it like pro black, block the Ashen Rider. But then the mom got therapied, so not a great plan. No. Alright, now we're dead, right? Yeah, I mean, we still draw 1 of 3 plows, or flyers to block. think I'd also just have another reanimation spell with another land at this point. It's like play another Exhume and we lose. Man, it's gonna be sweet justice if we somehow win this game. We could draw... Actually, Walking Ballista kills them too? Come on, we got like 4 outs or something. That's none of them. That's none of my outs! We're so close. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, sure, whatever. Entomb your Chancellor. Just not gonna port them. Bluff that I drew like Source of Plowshares or something. Yeah, alright. You got us. We were close. We were surprisingly close there. Which is usually you don't actually like win those game ones against Red Black Randmeter unless you draw something like Caracas anyway, so we already got pretty lucky there. Council's Judgment, don't want... Do I want Chalice in this matchup? Seems okay. Figure out what to cut first. Flicker Wisp, Sprightling, Crusaders. Definitely want all these. Although, could leave in like 2 Stoneforge and Batterskull. Chalice is kind of mad, but you can chunk it to the Chancellor. Yeah, and Chalice on 1 on the play isn't the worst. It's not great, but you play Chalice here, it's just awkward. Makes sense. Yeah, it feels like kind of but fine. Like better than my other options. Could just like cut the whole Stoneforge package. Bring back in like a Crusader or a Wisp. What does this look like? Very hesitant to show off my own Swords, Plowshares, and Path Things. Yeah, I mean, you obviously don't like slam down 1 when your hand's filled with a bunch of answers. If you can actually like get to slamming on 2 in the late game too, that's also useful. Come here, cat. Why are you whining? Come here. Say hi to the stream. She doesn't want to say hi to the stream. She's leaving. -4 Mom, -3 Equipment, -4 Stoneforge, -1 Port, Relic Order, Chalice, Path. Minus Moms, huh. Interesting. What did I cut instead of Moms? Because you cut the whole... Oh, I cut like Crusaders and stuff. But you cut Moms. Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I like Moms because in tandem with like Flicker Wisps and stuff, you can actually hold back some of their fatties, but yeah. I don't necessarily disagree. Let's leave in like 1 Wisp, or just bring in all the Wisps. Let's just go with... Actually, no, Ballista kind of sucks here, right? Eh. God. Second-guessing myself a bunch. Let's do that. Front Ballista's horrible here. Do something like that. Definitely not confident in that one anymore. Got a little finicky since Chalice is not like a slam dunk. Speaking of Chalice not being a slam dunk, Ballista one last game must be good. Oh yeah, when you play Chalice on 1... Okay, that's fair. I don't think I'm supposed... Am I supposed to keep his hand, though? This hand seems... I mean, I guess we don't have any 1-drops. We have double Flicker Wisp plus Vial. I don't approach this matchup. I don't approach the matchup this way in normal. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. I wonder if I'm supposed to keep this incredibly middling hand. If they just have, like, Entomb or Faithless Looting into, like, 2-drop or Animate Spell, then we're just hosed. But if we can get, like, Chalice of the Void on 1 into Prelate on 2, the game's just over, right? I think I'm going to keep this on the play. Yeah, I just realized that if we find, like, land number 3, we can actually just, like, hard lock them. Without the prelate, I'm not sure if I'm keeping this hand. Yeah. I don't think Chalice is, like good enough to keep this hand on the merit of, like, if this was something useless. We can always Flicker Wisp our Chalice to the Void if we draw our Source of Plowshares. Only a little bit joking. I guess only a little bit serious. Come on, slow start, please. Even though they kept a 7. Perfect. Yeah, do that. Yep, don't do a thing. That's not the worst card I've ever drawn. It's going to be kind of bad if we don't hit this land, but... They're just going to, like, Entomb into 2-drop reanimate spell. We're going to die, but we tried. Oh, wow. They got nothing. Deal. How do they get a card in the graveyard now? Like, Wear Tear? Oh, wow, they're super dead. Come on. Oh, they can move to discard. I suppose that's a pretty reasonable way to do it as well. Ashen Rider. Alright, White Source. Now is your time to shine. Fuck. Yeah, well, shit. Hopefully they're not sandbagging the second land for the reanimate this Ashen Rider, which I think they are. But I don't know what their plan was then. Why did they... What was in their hand that they just would go land past, but then they're like, oh wait, he has a Chalice on 1. I need to move to discard, then hit land number 2. And there's no point in dwelling on it. We have actual nothing to do here. We need to blank them for 1 turn. Maybe they'll Ashen Rider my Chalice the Void, and then I can plow it. Oh, thank God. We're alive! We did it! We've won the game, chat. They just... What did they keep? I guess I'll win. I don't think my opponent can cast any more spells besides Lotus Petal. Maybe if they have Massacres in their sideboard. Rip is too slow against Reanimate, right? Rip in sideboard is against other matches. You definitely still bring in Rip in this matchup, and it's not always too slow. If you can... Sometimes, like, this game and other games like it, sometimes they just, like, don't kill you on turn 1. But Rip definitely, like, slams the door shut if you can disrupt them until you can get to the Rip. With stuff like Surgical, or like a Swords of Plowshares on a guy. Ooh, Rashad plus Wasteland seems pretty good. I don't know what I'm mana-channeling them for, but I might as well. Concede. Concede, opponent. Concede. Alright, sweet, they conceded. We did it. Well, that hand paid off. It was a little risky. Hopefully we just draw Surgicals next game and make it easy. Now I can sit here and think about my sideboarding options some more. So, boarding out Moms when you board in Chalice is definitely not a horrible idea. Anything else that I would consider cutting? Probably not. It's the matches on the draw. It really comes down to, like, do you have Surgical Extraction, or does your opponent not have like the nut turn 1? Those are the main plans to win. Do you think Chalice is good in Eldrazi tax support? Are we talking like modern or like you being 2 Stoneforge and Battle School since you can race with Mom Wall not available? That's fair. I'd like bring in 2 Stoneforge Battle School Crusader for the moms in modern. Doesn't seem great. What do you want it against? That's the biggest question I ask myself when like people talk about sideboarding decisions is what matchups, like what problems does it solve in the deck and like what matchups is it making better and how is it doing that? I don't see a lot of matchups where you'd want Chalice, like matchups that are rough that you would need Chalice for. What's up, Palladian? You hyped for Guilds of Ravnica? That's its name? It's Ravnica City of Guilds is the original one. Now it's Guilds of Ravnica, so I always get confused. I don't know. I feel wrong boarding out moms. Especially on the draw where Chalice is just going to be a lot less reasonable. But I don't hate the like keeping in Stoneforge Batterskull plan either. We'll try it out. Return to Ravnica. Every time someone says return to Ravnica, you have to add a return to onto the front. Well, shit. This hand's bad. We got Rest in Peace, but we're on the draw. Also, no White Source. So, yeah, this hand sucks. This hand's probably not going to win either, but it's a 6 with a Rest in Peace and a White Source this time, and like a Scry for the second land. We're probably still dead, but unless we like Scry Surgical. Second Plains, we have to keep that and hope we don't die somehow. Don't kill me, please. Yeah, probably better than a 5 unless we can find Surgical, but I'm not willing to go to a 5 trying to find like my 2 of only other cards that are going to make this hand better than it is right now. They didn't discard a fatty. All right. Things are looking up. Get to play this Aether Vial. We can't recruit Containment Priest, which I'm sad about, because against the EW Landon builds, Containment Priest is just actually unbeatable. Consider F2 or F6, by the way, way better for bluffing. Ooh. Oh no, I'm getting unmasked. My Rest in Peace. Man. Yeah, I probably should F2 over F6ing, but... Oh no. My opponent found the Entomb for... Oh, they could have, like... Wait, I don't know what's happening. We're just dead. Too bad they didn't take it for Exit Revoker. It's fair to, like, try to bluff here with Surgical Extraction and stuff. Definitely reasonable. Obviously didn't matter after the unmask, but... What can you do? Now, what's our plan here? Lose? Draw Caracas? One of the two? Man, opponent's going off. Opponent's just gonna, like... Play... What? What do they need 4 mana for? Ashen Rider, sure. Yeah, sure. What do they need the second Dark Writ for? They can, like, do another thing? Flashback this looting? I thought it was Hardcraft Gravetide, but then they played the Entomb. Flashback looting using Petal. So now we just need to draw, like, Caracas into one of our removal spells. And then also, my opponent's 9-card hand have nothing. What are they done? You know, like, Flashback looting? There. Oh, Thoughtseize themselves for Iona, and then Exhumer Animate did it? Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, and they can also Pithing Needle Caracas, right? And then I can't win? It was a pretty strong turn, too. Not bad. Wow, no Pithing Needle Caracas, no respect. Come on, punish! Ha-ha! I mean, we're still going to lose. But now they get punished. That'll show them. Especially because they can just, like, flashback looting and replay the Iona after they needle. So, like, play needle here. I kill the Iona. They Faithless Looting, they have no more lands in hand. Yeah. They also did, like, draw more cards. They definitely should have needed last turn, but... Also, I don't know why they sacked the pedal. Opponent's making some, like, weird decisions. But yeah, their hand was, like... This. They haven't played a land yet. So their hand is, like, 3 lands and an Animate Dead or something like that. And the Iona now. They can, like, draw 7 more cards. Yeah. Flashback Looting, discard the Iona again. I guess they can't Animate Dead it yet, right? But we can't also beat, like, the Grizzlebrand and the Ashen Rider and such. No. Eh. We tried. Gotta go style points. Shit happens. Welcome to the wonderful world of Red-Black Reanimator. Sometimes you just get your shit rocked on turn 2. So we lost game 1 again, we won game 2, we lost game 3. So that marks my... I'm 5 for 5 on losing game 1, but that's actually the first one I haven't rallied back and won the match. But yeah, we were super, super dead. So what does F2 do again? F2 is, like, pass priority until your opponent does something, right? Like, until your opponent, like, casts a spell or attacks or whatever. It lets you respond to things, but it doesn't... I don't know exactly how F2 works. Like, moves through your stops that you usually have set, but stops when your opponent does stuff. Just always used F6ing because I'm lazy. Let's see, blows. Every Reanimator player I talk to test the D&T matchup. They're used to knowing it's all over on turn 1 or 2, but D&T can try to have absurd things sometimes. That's true. Like, we didn't have outs to that specifically, but we had outs to, like, the first 2 things. When we drew Caracas, if they didn't have the Iona, like, if they only had the first 2 guys, we could have drawn Caracas, bounced the Grizzlebrand, and then they can, like, Ashen Rider me, but then we could draw one of, like, 4 Plow, 2 Paths, and 2 Council's Judgments. We also, like, drew the Stoneforge Mystic, so we might have been able to, like, race the Ashen Rider leftovers. The Sand blows. Sand blows less. Kind of want land number 3. Don't know what we're playing against, but kind of want to push this to the bottom. Kind of want to keep it. Whenever I push a land to the bottom, I always, like, never draw any more lands, which is bad reasoning, but the heck? Just burn, huh? Only have Mom and Thalia. I'd have been sick if they Goblin Guided me. Scrying this land to the top. This Mother of Runes is probably getting blazed. Oh. Rude. Land 24 so great. We have had a lot of, like, really shitty 7s on 1 lands. I'm thinking about going back to it. Keep casting our relevant spells here. Do we even have sideboard cards for this matchup? The Sword of War and Peace, I suppose. So they're probably going to kill this. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't block here. So if I block and they bolt my face, I'm taking extra damage, right? Whereas if I don't block and they have to bolt this Thalia, I take one less damage. Yeah. And if they don't cast anything, then this is like a sick bluff and they have no castable spells, then also deal. This is a 2-mana plow, which makes it a lot worse. They're stuck on 2 lands. I think I want to play Crusader into this. It's really awkward. Ballista would be nice if we had a 4th land, can play it through an Eidolon. Kills off like a Swift Spear or the Eidolon. I think we're just trying to desperately to survive here. Might go back to the 24th land, but I don't know what I would cut. I like all the cards in my deck, that's the issue. That's the issue I've been having for a while, is like, I want to have, like, exact, like, 78 cards in this deck total. There are cards that I just, like, really don't want to cut, but I also want to have room for these other ideas. Oh, sure, Lava Spike me, whatever. I wonder how they're going to attack here. Everything? Oh, not everything. Nope. Come on, attack with that one too. It's probably the good attack. We go to 6 if we don't block both of these. But if we block both of these, we lose both our guys. So I think I just have to block 1. Probably going to lose this, though. We need to draw another land. I think we're just kind of dead this game, though. Hey, hey. I can afford to attack here now, right? The fact that they're not playing lands means that like the rest of their hand is just spells that are going to go at my face, which makes me very concerned. But I could like attack, block Swift Spear, ping off Eidolon or whatever. I could actually attack like with 2 guys, right? Block Swift Spear, ping off Eidolon, untap, plow, have like plow for Swift Spear or whatever. I think I need to kind of close this before my opponent. If they like bolt this, then yeah. If they like bolt the Walking Ballista to make it not be able to block, they're dealing me less damage. Notably, they could also block with the Eidolon here, but if that's the case, I think I just kill the Swift Spear. I guess they don't have to. They only have two lands. They can only cast 1 spell. So I can just block it, and if they cast a spell, then I kill it. But we're probably dead anyway, so I'm going to use the plow to gain life. Rift Bolt. Alright, that's not good. So now we can cast Recruiter and Plow? Or Pumping Ballista doesn't do anything. So they have a Rift Bolt, and likely a spell here. So what am I not attacking with? And what am I recruiting for? Something that like gains me life immediately. I can recruit for Stone Force, that's just gonna be like way, way, way too slow. Just cast Recruiter first, see what I find. Okay, but I can't Wasteland Strangler this Rift Bolt in this format. Ooh, Sanctum Prelate's not the worst idea. Let's grab that one. Hopefully we somehow live. Just gonna attack with everything. I want to be able to like plow my own guy, and I can just like jump block the Swift Spear or something. I just want to try to reduce my opponent's life total as fast as possible. probably doesn't matter. Opponent just hits me in the face, fire blasts me, does something else, whatever. Yep, my face. What am I plowing? My own Thalia? It's a fire blast? I don't want to plow Thalia because they have 1 mana floating here, so Thalia keeps me alive here, but if I plow... If they have a 1-drop and I plow Thalia, then I just lose. I can plow the Ballista. The Ballista makes them dead, so does the Crusader. Oh, this is tough. Crusader is the only option, but Crusader also me. I think the Ballista might be worse than the Crusader, right? Although I guess, no, the Ballista plus the Thalia actually just attacks for lethal next turn. Because I can pump it up to a 3-3. So this actually can attack for 6, whereas the Crusader only attacks for 4. So it's fair. If they make the mistake of attacking here to get the Recruiter off the table, they just lose. Oh no, they have Goblin Guy! Oh no, we have Walking Ballista. We're still alive. Swords Plowshares on top. That's a card. Glad I didn't plow the Walking Ballista. Alright, so... Prelate just goes on 1, right? Prelate on 1. I can plow Swift Spear and attack. I don't have to plow Swift Spear right now, but... Prelate on... Yeah, just 1, I guess. Oh no, hang on. Nope. Prelate on 1 turns off my plow. Let's plow Swift Spear first. Then Prelate on 1, then Pray. If they have a Goblin Guide here, it's really obnoxious. I think I just have to attack with both, though. It'd kill them, so much faster. If they draw Goblin Guide or Swift Spear here, sure, whatever. I'm dead. But it kills them on, a solid turn earlier. Holy crap, we won that game! Nice! That was a hell of a ride. Walking Ballista, obvious MVP of the night. That was not a game that I was ready to win, at all. Yeah, I'm dead to way more stuff if I give them what? They were at 7, so I attack them to 3, then to 0, rather than to 5, then to 3, then I can attack them for lethal. So I give them an extra turn to draw something. But I die to... Maybe it's not right, actually. Give them 1 extra turn to find land plus Fire Blast is the only thing, because they still can't cast anything on 2 lands besides Fire Blast. But they can... That give them an extra turn to... Maybe it's not right. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Chalice seems great. Sword War and Peace is great. Paths. Relic Order. Brightling. Relic Order hits Eidolons and whatever that... Sulfuric Vortex, right? Do I want Council's Judgments for that reason? This is the yes, this is the maybe. Crusader kind of sucks. Recruiter seems incredibly slow. We don't really have any super good bullets to go grab either. Revokers. Butts. probably like shave 2 wisps, just bring in this whole thing if I wanted. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, it's probably fine. Sulfuric Vortex seems like a scary magic card. Also, Relic Order can kill Eidolons off of a vial without having to like cast a removal spell into it taking damage. Council Judgment's kind of slow and clunky, but so is Flicker Wisp, so I think 4 is too many equipment in this matchup. Could got like Fire Ice. Yeah, that makes sense. Fire Ice is just like, when am I ever tutoring a Fire and Ice when I have a War and Peace in my deck? Is an option. Like I'm never gonna. Yeah, I can see that. It's the only one that doesn't gain me life. Everything else seems fine. Yeah, go with that. Brightling seems nuts in this matchup. If we can get there. All right. Sand blows. 24 lands not helping this one. Just cannot find lands to save my life. Apparently. Wow, this hand also blows, but it's a 6 and it has Stoneforge Mystic in it. Oh, well, that's better. Mom into Stoneforge is stronger than just Stoneforge. Beat downs. Oh, they didn't kill Mom. That means we can like Stoneforge for Batterskull here, right? And they can smash it, but Batterskull's my best bet. Perfect timing, Aether Vial. Try to avoid playing non-basics if possible. They probably boarded out Price of Progress in this matchup, but you never know. Could you get like no Sword of War and Peace and GTA just take an extra turn to get online versus this Batterskull? I think I'm just gonna grab it. Question is, do I like put in the Stoneforge if they just like leave up 2 mana in one of the turns? Maybe I'm supposed to like block with the Mom? No. Blocking with the Mom would be the line if I didn't find this Batterskull. I think I'm just priced into taking this now. I've dug my grave. Not casting a spell seems odd. Post-combat Sulfuric? Nothing. Oh hey, we just found Sword of War and Peace anyway, cool. So now we have a lot of options. We can actually put in the Batterskull, get it shattered, and then Sword of War and Peace my opponent. So Domi. Oh wow, Volcanic Fallout, huh? That doesn't seem at its best right here. I just let the Stoneforge oh. Do I let the Stoneforge or the Mom die? I have to let the Stoneforge die. So that resolves. They can keep their Swiftspear alive. I'm gonna put in this Batterskull. It's probably gonna get shattered, but protect the Mom. This sequence of events didn't seem to like work out for my opponent very well. Oh wow, Fire Blast! Jeez. That seems much better for me than Price of Progress, to be honest, or than Smash the Smithereens, to be perfectly honest. Could have played around that, but like perverting this. No, I couldn't have ever played around that. Never mind. Kill your own Eidolon, sure. We can get to 5 mana and just suit up the Battle Mom. Seems like a terrible. Ooh, more lands, deal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what my opponent's plan was, but oh geez, we can like Council's Judgment away one of these things. Swords of the Plowshare, another thing. Set up for Battle Mom next turn. And then like Sword of War and Peace the Battle Mom the turn after that. I don't know if I want a Council's Judgment a thing though. Because that leaves me really soft to... they're very far from Scleric Vortex. They just, like, nuked all their lands. So, yeah, never mind. We're just gonna kill all your stuff. Yeah, they gain less life this way. So they can't even, like, burn the Mother of Ruins. They just, like, tap it for a turn. Oh, they could smash the Batter Squad. That's fair. Generally, you could put in the Sword of War and Peace, Vial, and sort of... That's also fair. Could, like, yeah, Vial plus Sword of War and Peace. Now we have the Sword of War and Peace for next turn. So Static. Nothing we could have really done to play around to Smash that turn, because we could have like played the Sword of War and Peace and equipped, and they do the same thing. Rift Bowl, huh? Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to play that land. Damn it. Gain one less life. Oops. See if that comes back to bite me horribly here. Sounds so mangled. It's all good. Battle Mom. Go. With slightly less life gain here. Only go up to 7 instead of 8. Hopefully it doesn't punish me too horribly. Also, notably, I can't plow this Mom to gain me life because it gets pro-white. Yeah. 4 twice with humans, get gas against Crix is a miracle. Seems like it. I'm gonna play humans tomorrow, I think, Static. But only has one more card in hand, though. We're going to 7. We're going down to 4 from the Rift Bowl. So hopefully we can connect with this Mom like one more turn. They don't have like Price of Progress me. That'd be real embarrassing if I get popped for exact lethal. Oh wow. Bolt the Mom. Alright. I guess I go to 2 here, so... I also can't plow this Mother of Ruins. But they have to draw a burn spell or they die. Please don't draw a burn spell, opponent. Don't do it. That's a pretty good draw. I'm not gonna play it yet. We're gonna hit them first. Sick. We're alive. I'm not gonna port them. I'd rather be able to like pump my Brightling up and then plow it if it somehow comes to that. I don't think I need to port them here. I think they're just dead. Yeah, sweet. We did it. We beat Burn in some games that looked not great. But hilarious if you trolled you in Fire Blast with the trigger on the stick. Yeah, I was waiting to get like the BM like smash to smithereens on your sword right as you're about to hit. There are definitely some things you should not do if you're like BMing like that, but could easily get burned. I suppose that's a pun. 2-0'd burn. Alright, better start than against Red Black Reanimator, that's for sure. Let's see what else our league today has in store. Doesn't feel that bad so far. Our Red Black Reanimator match was definitely close. And we kind of just like crushed burn, so I hate these hands. These hands were keepable because like Vile is so good. But like if you're just against a combo deck, you're just so dead. But there's so many non-combo decks in the format right now that I like to keep these hands. Here's Music Breaks and Miracles. Not the Blood Moon back to basics version. I've yet to see like actual. I guess it wouldn't make sense for me to have seen Blood Moon Grixis because they're just not going to bring it in against you. But back to basics Miracles is probably more of a beating for humans. But you do have Vile at least to supplement. Yeah, format's very fair right now, but opponent's just going to like storm me off here. So these hands really good if we're playing a fair game of Magic. Got Vile, Mom, Stoneforges. Well, we don't have Vile anymore. Force pushing Force. Makes sense. But what blue deck are they? Interesting. We would really like to hit a third land. What is this doing in my opponent's deck? Guess we just slam Stoneforge. Just got back to basics and killed them. Yeah. If you don't get like plow into back to basics, that's not nearly as bad. You can like spell snare this one. Nice beat. I guess I'm gonna grab Batter Skull on the off chance this lives. We have second Stoneforge to force it through. Maybe that's wrong because we only have like these 2 lands, but I think my opponent's either like Bug. Shardless used to play like Tar Pit sometimes. Bug or Blue Black. In which case I don't really like GT very much. I kind of like Batter Skull. Stoneforge is probably getting pushed off the cliff, but not yet. Good old end step Brainstorm. At least creeping Tar Pits in my opponent's deck, so I know that I'm not just dead. Bear Skull's fine for the next few weeks of this match. Enjoy it. You're not wrong. It's still probably the best of the equipment, right? It at least has built-in protection against the card if you like have it late, you pick it up. Imagine my Stoneforge is not going to live. Don't Fatal Push me, dude. Hey, it's alive. Hey, we actually get to like play Mom and Batter Skull. Wow, life is good. We have Crusader too. The old Creeping Tar Pit Storm deck. Yeah, Tar Pit Storm. Have you not heard of Aesthetic? We have second Stoneforge to go get like sort of Fire and Ice to beat this, or just this Crusader. There's a chance that I'm supposed to play Crusader here anyway, just so I don't get himmed or something. But I think my opponent would have rather himmed me than Strixed here. I wonder if I'm supposed to play that around Vendilion Click. Probably not. Don't want to let my opponent just fatal push the germ there too. If for some reason that was their plan. I tend to not play around Vendilion Click out of the 3-color control decks as much. Thoughtseize, alright, well, I guess we'll put in Spatter Skull. And also Rip Crusader. The hand is still very good. We have Flickers to just reset this Spatter Skull bunch and just straight up attack through the Strix. They basically have to take this Mirroring Crusader. I was thinking that's the part of being in the Storm deck. Oh, my bad, Static. Yeah, the old... I'm trying to think of a way that Storm would play Creeping Tar Pit. I guess Jeskai Ascendancy Storm can play man lands, right? Animate the Tar Pit and you floated a bunch of mana when you cast Jeskai Ascendancy spells. They could choose to not take Crusader and just die. That's also an option. It's also on the table. They could lose the game. But having double Wisp is really good. We can just jam through the Strix with the Batter Skull and just keep resetting it. And Stoneforge for Sword of Fire and Ice. Wow. They have a plan for this Crusader? Should I be playing around Toxic Deluge now? That was rude. I can just Flicker West the Stoneforge too if they really want to keep me off of it, but I think I'm just gonna jam with both here. And then probably just cast a Flicker Wisp. Now I'm scared. Do they have yeah, sure, block there. We're just gonna play this Flicker Wisp. Do they have an answer to this Crusader that I'm just not aware of? I'm just gonna Flicker Wisp my Batter Skull. I don't want them Toxic Deluge me now. What you got now, opponent? They're drawing for me attacking with the Stoneforge here, because if they just animate Tar Pit and block, that's their whole plan, then I think we're just going to win anyway, but... I don't know what's happening. Snapcaster? Snap Decay? Kill Wisp? Block the Batter Skull? Sure. Yeah, this is fine. Shut up, Dell. Goodbye, Flicker Wisp. Just take it. Do I play Crusader now? They deluge for 4, go to 7, and we Flicker Wisp Batter Skull again? Might as well play Vile too. We're not playing around him anymore because we only have the 2 cards in hand. They deluge for 4. We Wisp the Batter Skull again. Yeah, if we work another land, we just suit up the Batter Skull, bash their face in. They could block with the Snapcaster, so not a great plan, but it's a plan down the road. If they attack with the Snapcaster, I'm going to block with the Crusader rather than the Germ. I'd rather them lose a extra 2 life than me gain an extra 4 life. Because they could, get the damage on the Germ and then only have to deluge for 2 here. So even if it's, free damage, we'd rather just eat it with the Crusader instead. Yeah, if we were another land, then even if they deluge me, we also get this Batter Skull online, too. We can pick it up and play it, or put it on stuff. You can double block. I mean, I could. I don't know what that would do. Oh no, my Wisp. Wisp into Deluge would be kind of obnoxious now. Okay, no Deluge. It's good. Easy mode. Yeah, we're just gonna turn them all sideways. Wow. Do they have a removal spell, or are they just going to 1? Wow, this is not what I was expecting to happen. Could find like a Glacial Chasm or Maze of Ith? Cabal Pit. Well, I guess that's a reason why they didn't try to deal with the Mirror Crusader. It's definitely not a card I was expecting to see here. Well, they only have 1 card in hand. They still have to beat this Germ and the Flicker Wisp that I have in my hand. There's an argument for playing the Wisp, but I'm not sure if that's correct. This is Lincoln Baxter. I have no idea who that is. Static. I would assume it's like a Bug Lands player. Cool, we got him, I guess. Interesting. I feel like Mirror Crusader should have protection from Evolve it. No, it doesn't. No Ring just feels different. Yeah, like Cabal Pit just looks like such a black card, right? How do I forget? You have to like hold down a button, right, to zoom in on these cards. I forget what button it is, but I'll never know. Chat will tell me, but I'm already gonna be sideboarding, so it's too late now. Bug Lands, huh? I imagine my opponent is playing Life from the Loams, if I were to guess. Probably seems fine. Baleful Strix, I guess, maybe not, but seems like a grindy matchup. Chalice is a test. Yeah, still kind of testing out Chalice. It's kind of in the Aethersworn Canonist slot. It's good against a lot of the combo decks, especially Storm, but unlike Aethersworn Canonist, it actually can be helpful in some of the fairer matchups like Miracles. You put Chalice in one against Miracles, it's really powerful at turning off their cantrips and their plows and stuff. Snap Loam deck plan for grindy. Yeah, so Rest of Ease, yes. Surgical, maybe. My opponent didn't look like they were like leaning super hard into Loam. They did have like crop rotations. They have a utility lands package. But these definitely. Plow seems pretty atrocious in this matchup. As does Phyrexian Revoker. I would not surgical here, yeah. Not until I see more of my opponent's deck. I mean, you're more familiar with the list, so. I don't feel like surgical is good if my opponent's like using Loam as kind of a value-y card rather than against like lands, where it's the engine of their entire deck. What's my last cut here? Like a Flicker Wisp, maybe? Flicker Wisp is really good, but obviously not always the case. Could cut. No, they have Baleful Strix. Could cut GT, but then you want to cut down to Stoneforge. Guess we'll probably just shave a Mom or something. Could cut. No, Ballista's good against Strixen. Shave it. No, I lied. Shave a Mom. It's hard. I'm very hard pressed to shave Thalias. I'm also like vaguely scared of Dread of Night out of my opponent, so I wanted to shave something with X1. It was between Mom and Flicker Wisp. See, that seems pretty gas. But I'm mulliganed as well. Deal. Sand seems good against like a Planeswalker if that's what my opponent's doing. We have Wasteland if that's their plan. We'll just top deck Aether Vial. Oh, it works. Not Aether Vial, but take it. Well, I was wondering if I should Wasteland this Trop, but now the answer is no. Definitely going to Council Judgment the crap out of that Sylvan Library in a second. Let's go get Batterskull again, I guess. It was pretty good round 1. The Sylvan Library is going to draw him another mulligan. Need to kill it. Wouldn't be surprised if I just like went to 12, but it seems a tad risky. 16 seems more reasonable. I think their mana was like really clunky. Maybe there's an argument for Wasteland them on turn 1 on that mull to 6. Did they spread to the bottom? I never pay attention to that, and I really should. They did. Wow, draw none. Deal. They found the land they were looking for, though. Definitely an argument for just Wastelanding when they go Trop Pass, because it seems like a really weak land to lead on. Well, that's the thing, I guess. What do I want to get Wastelanded? I don't think they're going to Wasteland me, because I think their resources are more valuable than mine. I'd rather keep the port. I'd rather Wasteland them, so I think I want to play Caracas here. Because I don't think I'm going to be porting anytime soon, because I need to be proactive, but I might fire off a Wasteland intermittently. So I guess maybe we'll play port to try and bait the Wasteland. Nah, I think Caracas. This also lets me set up, like, Brightling with a mana up still. Since there's not a lot to deluge, or to rest in peace yet. Like, Rashad and port, play Brightling with a planes up. Like Wasteland Loam. Ooh, that's not good against my Brightling. Lucky for me, Brightling is a shapeshifter. Also, I think this means that they don't have Dread of Night. So that's pretty cool. I've been engineered plagued a couple times in my day. Not often. Usually out of like Tesserator and random crap like that. I've seen it in like Food Chain or Allure sideboard sometimes. Yeah. Deluge and Plague makes me think that I'm no longer like they're still on my radar, Dread of Night and Massacre, but I'm definitely not as worried about them. I think we found their creature hate. The Brainstorm locked, interestingly enough. Am I supposed to Wasteland them? I kind of want to Wasteland their green source. So they can't like cast a Life from Loam or something. Next turn we can like slam Rip. Yeah, definitely want to Rip here. I can't Rip and Wasteland, right? I'd rather just take them off of green this turn. And then Rip. Because they're Brainstorm locked right now. They played the Swamp. Ooh, that's a good draw. I almost want to port them instead of ripping. Might have been better, but Brainstorm locked for one more turn, if I recall correctly. You draw their last card from this brainstorm. Yeah. Just like never gonna pump this Brightling until I can attack for lethal when they're at. No, they'll be at 2. They'll just be dead. There's a chance I'm supposed to be like pumping this Brightling by 1 or something. I can do it over the next 2 turns, I suppose. They have a lot of cards in hand. And this Brightling's my only threat right now. That Cabal Pit is a really bad swamp in this spot. So I could go for lethal this next turn by like porting down their land. Also, we're going to port down enough of their lands that they can only leave up the 1. They just won't be able to cast multiple spells. Like fetch land, push, push. But nope, they're just dead. Cool. We did it! Cast Cataclysm next turn to send a message. You really like sending a message with Cataclysm. I really enjoyed not losing the game because I stone raid myself like 5 times. And then they had like a fatal push to bounce the Brightling back to my hand or something. My plan was probably just untap, port their last land. If they float the mana, go to combat, attack, and then pump it at 5. Then I think they're dead. Anyway, bug lands, huh? Is it? Did you say bug land static? Am I? Bug lands, because it's definitely very different than that weird ass bug loam control deck I played during the last challenge. That was like Mox Diamonds and a bunch of like Haymaker Planeswalkers, whereas that deck felt a lot more. I don't know, it just didn't do a lot, so I don't really know what it felt like. Put down bug lands. Alright. Ugh. This hand's kind of garbage. Baxwell continues to haunt me. Grindy Bugless of the Lands package. What is he playing in it? Is he playing like Dark Depths combo? Is he playing like Mazavith? Tabernacle? Glacial Chasm? Is it like lands but like blue for like more of a weird control deck plan? Or is it like just a bug deck with Life from the Loam and some synergies? This hand is like almost good enough to keep. This hand also kind of sucks. Fuck. I hate mulliganing mediocre 7s into bad 6s. Maybe it's right to keep that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm better because the 6 is literally unkeepable. It is Dark Depths. I'm supposed to board differently. I don't know if I'm supposed to just keep this on top and hope to like manage it out my opponent out of this game. Probably not. Especially because I can't cast Wisp. I'm bottom that. Oh boy, Dredge. Hang on, F5. I need to concede before I play any cards. Wait, they just tried to Bridge from Below Icarid. We're not dead. Supposed to wasteland this? Keep that all on the Texas. Oh man, they have another land. Rude. This is just like a breakthrough to discard stuff. I'm really happy I killed that Mana Confluence though, because then they could have like breakthrough'd and then I guess I don't know. It's Really hoping they didn't have one more land. So what's my plan here? They have Acrid, but they can't really do anything with it yet. They can bring it back, exiling or killing the Putrid Imp. And then they could try to therapy me, but I'm just gonna plow it on upkeep, I think. They're gonna dredge this Grave Troll. I think we keep playing. Definitely have a chance to win this. This Thalia like, plus Wasteland can lock them out of spells in a couple turns. Yep. Let's see them dredge first. Nothing useful. They actually don't have any more dredgers in their yard, too. Yeah, we're just gonna play with Icarus so they can't therapy me or anything. They're going to take a natural draw next turn, so Thalia beats everything besides LED. They can't even actually LED looting if I Thalia, so yeah. Oh, thank God we drew a land. I can just Wasteland them now. We're just going to grab GT for safety, I guess. My decision doesn't really matter here. I guess we'll just grab Batterskull. There's a very low chance that they can do anything here, because they just can't cast any spells and get any creatures in the graveyard. Yeah, GT, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Because they literally can't get anything into the graveyard ever, because they can't move to discard, they can't cast any spells because they're locked out by Thalia. They need to find, like, land plus LED, so I can just revoke her LED next turn. Probably should have revoked LED this turn, so that wasn't randomly out, but they're so close to dead. And a port, so when they find the land, then need to find, like, another land on top of that. Lions, Diamond. Alright, now they're dead. This is lethal, right? 3, 4, 5? Not quite. But whatever. They're dead. Sick. Winning game 1 tends to put you in good shape. Yeah, definitely. If you win game 1 versus, like, Red-Black or Animator or Dredge or stuff like that that are designed to, like, kind of cheese the game 1s all the time, then you're usually in pretty good shape. What else do I want? Brightling. Council Judgment seems horrible. All these other cards seem horrible. I want these, and I do not want Sword of Fire and Ice. Or Recruiters. Or Flicker Wisps, probably. Crusader at least blocks their stupid, like, wave of black creatures. Flicker Wisp blocks nothing very well. Just trades with a Narcomoeba. Could cut Revokers instead. Revoker's really bad, usually, because the only thing it can name is, like, LED or Putrid Imp, which are usually down and have done their damage by the time you can play a Revoker. Dredging meme. I'd rather have, like, Wisps for something. I don't know what I want these Wisps for, but I think I want them for more things than I want Revoker for. Probably board in these Chalices on the play, or when I'm on the play, cut these Wisps. Yeah, cutting Recruiter definitely feels weird, but that's because I had the Priest too. But now with no, like, real bullet to go grab with Recruiter, it just seems horrible for this matchup. Bringing Chalice on the play to answer LED hands, but on the draw, again, just way too slow. My opponent's going to have cast all their LEDs by the time it does anything of value. There's a chance that maybe it's okay on one still. No, countering Cabal Therapy doesn't matter a whole lot, because they still get like, the sack for all the bridges, whatever. Around the 60. I mean, it's probably a bit slow, but it slams the door shut, and it's probably better than just like some stupid Flicker Wisps. Sand sucks. We're not going to beat Dredge on the draw with a mediocre hand of a motley crew of castable spells here. We have such a good curve. But I just don't think the sand is capable. Put him to 6. Still don't think the sand is capable. We have a lot to mull 2 on 5. Ooh, deal. That seems egregiously slow. Also, if they like therapy out this rest in peace before we can play it, we want to find other action. Black. Putrid Imp. Yep. Alright, hopefully they don't go too crazy this turn. Yeah, it's a good 5 for sure. They're only dredging a Thug. They didn't find anything super spicy. They found more dredgers, but there's the LED. I'm surprised they didn't put it last turn. No, they're gonna go crazy now. Therapies, that's not great. They're just gonna like therapy me for rest in peace. They only found one bridge at least. Oh no, they can like Lion's Eye back looting. Yeah, we're probably just dead now. Lion's Eye looting therapy for rest in peace. GG. Oh, found Narcomoeba too. They can therapy me actual 3 times, take my whole hand if they want. Yeah, maybe the second rips on top of deck. Would have been sick to have Walking Ballista on the file there. Named Rest in Peace. Solid name. Good plan, opponent. Commendable. They're gonna sack this Putrid Imp. Or do they just like not care about the rest of my hand? They have to kick the Stoneforge, right? I haven't decided if I like the Macabre that Phil uses more than a Priest, Second Surgical, or Third Rib. I kind of like hate Fairy Macabre personally, but I can see the arguments for it in the Nombo with Chalice and stuff, but I don't think that comes up in enough games to where I care about it more than just Surgical being a way better card. Alright, well, we are in fact dead. We have them on an 18-turn clock with this Rashad Porter on their City of Brass. You know, like Icarid, Therapy, or Sanctum Prelate, Dredge. Hit another bridge, that's not good. Hit another Narcomoeba too. What's up, Caleb? Too stingy to spend $20 on a second surgery. Well, that's also fair. Like the difference between the two is relatively marginal. So it's definitely fun to play like the 1-1 split. But I do think playing 2 fairies is very, very wrong because the second one just has so much diminishing returns. I'm at 4-0 now. I'm like 2-1 right now, I think. Ha, got him. Yeah, we tried. Cut these wisps for chalices now. Chalice on 0 can be pretty relevant if you have it on turn 1 to beat their like super explosive LED hands. Like if my opponent didn't have LED there, the LED for the flashback looting, then we might have had a shot. Other than that, I don't think I'm changing anything. Run it back like that. haven't found them to be that much better than Rip most of the time. Yeah, the matchup where they're like really better than Rip is mostly lands. I also like looking at my opponent's deck, so. Risky for sure. Definitely exceptionally risky. We have, what, 22 hits in the deck, right? Turn one Vial, draw one card, play another Vial, then probably lose the game. We have like a Path and a Mom. That with only one draw, yeah. That's the issue. If we were mulliganing, we're looking for another Rest in Peace and 2 lands, or like Surgical. I think I want to keep this hand. I'm pretty sure I actually do want to keep this hand, even though Caleb's legendarily terrible at giving me advice. Sneep. Alright, Statics never led me astray ever in my entire life before. Maybe they'll just like mulligan a bunch. And we'll have a couple turns to find the second land. Hey, they mulligan to 5. I mean, Dredge is probably the best deck at mulliganing in all of Legacy, but they got Mom so you can path it. That was probably a... No, I can always just like Vial in the Mom and path it, so that doesn't matter. Don't put that burden on me. Too late Static. Discard a bunch of Dredgers. Oh no, wait. LED doesn't... Oh no, they just have looting. Ah, shit. Alright. Alright, no therapies, which means there's a chance. Alright, not great, not great. But my opponent still doesn't have a therapy. So if they dredge a therapy, we're just going to like plow or path this Narcomoeba. But hopefully they don't dredge a therapy so I can just Mom and path it. Oh, they have an Icarage? Shit, I didn't see that. No therapy one time. Ah, fuck. Can't be a therapy, can we? Double bridge, too? I can actually break their bridge, though, if they attack with Icarage. So we're gonna plow this Narcomoeba. Hopefully they attack with Icarage first. No, they can always therapy me on the zombies. Whatever. We might be able to salvage this somehow, but anyway. Plow this Narcomoeba. Now we break the bridges at least, but we turn their Icarage into 2 zombies here. Yeah, I could... If I could, I would. If I could kill both of their things, then we could buy time. But we do get they get 2 zombies when we break their bridges, relevantly. They'll probably sack one named Rest in Peace. Yep. I wonder if I'm supposed to path this other zombie, just so I can just put this Thalia into play. We'll see what I draw. Probably not supposed to, because they still have this Icarage, which can't come back yet, but can come in the future. So found the land right on time. Perfect. Never didn't have it. No point in me putting this Thalia, right? Might as well let them attack first. They're just going to like dredge more stuff and not cast any spells. If they've hit something that I want to tax, I can just Vial it in. Sacred doesn't come back yet. They dredge again. They hit another therapy. And 2 more Icarids. That's not great. But yeah, I'd be ecstatic if they therapied me here. Thalia doesn't block further therapies, right? Because they can just pay the 1 right now. Sure. I'm gonna put in this Thalia. Because I could have made them pay 1 for this therapy, but I'm not 100% sure they would have, like, cast it. They get to take this path, though, and make way for their Icarids. But the Thalia blocks Icarids. But they'll find bridges eventually, so, you know, win some, lose some. Maybe we'll draw Rest in Peace now, right? That's just how the cookie crumbles. Not gonna attack, because this Thalia blocks. Could have attacked if I had kept the Vial on 2. Still keeping it. Yeah, the hand I think was probably correct. There were a couple of things that just like didn't break our way there. Them having 2 creatures for the thing, us not hitting the land, so we could like path our own. We did have guaranteed turn 3 rip, which I think makes the hand better than like the average 1-lander. What's up, Yanni? Just came to yell about Assassin's Trophy. I'm glad you're here. Digging the input. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. Pick this back up and replay it. It's not like they're gonna kill this Thalia. They also had turn 1 LED looting. That's also true, which is generally like the hands that you're not going to beat very much on average. Think they want more bridges before they start bringing back these Icarids, or they're just gonna like run out of black creatures? I can just F2 or something. More therapies, but therapies don't matter anymore. We want to find like a wasteland or port so they can't dread return me. Sure. Is it even worth playing these lands? Yeah, we might draw Batterskull eventually. How many bridges did we break? 2, right? Yeah, so they only have 2 more bridges in the deck, but they only have 17 cards left in their deck, so we can only stall for so long. I have never decked my Dredge opponent before, but it's the first time for everything. Maybe all their bridges are at the bottom. They hit a Narc. They hit their 4th Icarid. They still only have the 1 bridge, though. Gonna therapy me? Just want a zombie? Sure. I'd rather deal with a zombie than a Narcomoeba, if I'm being perfectly honest. Narcomoeba can hit me. I can at least block a zombie, but I cannot block infinite Icarids. We could draw Surgical, and Surgical would be absolutely bonkers at this stage. Or we could just keep drawing basic planes. Got 4 Icarid triggers now. Yeah, I think they're gonna bring them back and be planning on hitting the other bridge with 12 cards left in deck. Do they even have any more dredgers? Maybe not. They can only bring back 2? We just blocked the zombie, right? Because these Icarus just explode into zombies anyway, so. Guess I should have activated Violent too. No, they couldn't have had like Nature's Claim or anything. Again, there's a lot of our deck we could draw. Wouldn't mind a Batter Skull. Oh man, Putrid Imp. This thing just has flying. Or discard a card to have flying, right? That's not the worst card I've ever drawn in my whole life. Which is not great praise, but it's definitely not the worst praise. It's supposed to be block the Ichorid. They're dying anyway, so it just saves life. No, I'm blocking the zombie because the zombie will stick around. The Ichorids are dying, right? I save 1 life by blocking an Ichorid, but I take 2 damage off the board permanently. I don't think it's worth attacking her anymore. Like, Caracas shenanigans, sure, but I don't think I'm going to kill them by reducing their life total to 0 this game with how this board state is ending up. Thought they had a bridge. Yeah, they have 1 bridge. Really wish we'd like drawn even like second Thalia to break the bridges. It's not the worst card I've drawn in my whole life. It's close though. I mean, it's better than the basic planes we've drawn for the last 4 turns. Maybe I was supposed to like plow those Putrid Imps before they dredged. No, my opponent can't dredge more than like once anymore. Don't think it hurts to attack. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it helps is my thing. I just don't want to have this Thalia off the board for any intermittent period. Like, any period of time if I, like, pick it up and devour it and then they, like, I don't know, what's that, Fire Blast? No, not Fire Blast. Something Storm? Whatever that red 1, discard X cards, deal X damage to X targets thing. I also think we're kind of boned, but... Firestorm, that's the one. So we're supposed to plow an Ichorid so it doesn't explode and give them zombies. But we're at 7 now. And they have 3 power in the air, too. Plus, what, 4 power on the ground now? Like Umezawa's GTA, that would probably actually be decent. Batter Skull. Second Thalia. Alright, well, we can break the bridge finally. For however much that's worth. I think it's worth about 0 now. Can't even, like, block both the zombies. Fuck. Yeah, we're just taking lethal, right? They just get back in Ichorid when we die. Man, that is not a way I wanted to lose this game. Like, flooding against Dredge. These were some really not great draws. My opponent needs to, like, dredge this Stinkweed Imp, and then we need to somehow also live. They're just going natural draw. They exiled the Imp anyway. Ah, take that, Ichorid. Foul on this Orzhov Pontiff. Get him. Dang it. That's gross. Shit happens, but I think we were like pretty well favored to win that game even for a while. Knew it. Chinese Fall was tomorrow. Hot. We were definitely favored. Like, I think if we had found anything that like adds to the board at that point, like if we had found a Mirren Crusader, or definitely a Stoneforge Mystic would have won the game. Mirren Crusader would have been fine. I think Mom might have even got us there. But we literally just drew all lands. The second Thalia, we also drew like 2 turns too late. to relevantly try to turn off their one bridge that they had left. Just like nothing, everything decided to like, I don't. Deck was just really not feeling it. If you thought about playing a good deck, nah. Good decks are for scrubs. Only good players win with bad decks, Caleb. Isn't that what you play Eldrazi-tron in Modern for? He is in jest. Follow Your Dreams 3 is my friend in real life. He's just poking fun. He's not trying to be a dick. Just throwing that out there to the chat that probably might not know that. Don't tear into him too hard. But do tear into him. This hand seems really good if we're against like Grixis. Yeah, fuck it. This hand's good against fair decks. We kept a hand earlier that was good against fair deck. Sun and Moon. Oh, sure, red, black. Oh, we have Crocus. We actually win this one. Okay, just making sure. We might actually have a shot here. Sun and Moon. You're not even playing Sun and Moon right now. I don't think I lead on Crocus, right? Because I don't want them to like no one to come here just to be a dick. Of course not. Why would anyone do that? Because if I play Karagas here, then they're incentivized to like try to make a non-legendary threat, and they have the Chancellor, so if they're like looting, I'd rather them make a Chancellor than like I'd rather them make an Iona or an Eloshnar or something than a Chancellor. But they'll probably just make a Grizzlebrand. So I guess it saves me on mana. Yeah, can't Thoughtseize its Karakas. Yeah, I that was implied, Yanni. It's implied that you were the one coming in here just to be a dick. What are they gonna Thoughtseize? This hand's garbage. Take that, opponent. Can't Thoughtseize me if my hand sucks. Probably Stoneforge Mystic, I guess. Wouldn't even play it. I'd rather like play it on 3 to get through Chancellor trigger. I'll be honest. Fair. Hopefully my opponent's hand is just stone cold dead to this Karakas, though. Which is unlikely, because the only methods they have of making fatties is Entomb and Faithless Looting, and if they Entomb, then they can find whatever non-legendary thing they want. If they Faithless Looting, then they just have this Chancellor. Yeah, I figured they'd take Stoneforge. Alright, no reason to, like, not play the Karakas here now, because they already know about it. I'm probably jamming Recruiter into this Chancellor or something like that, because I can't recruit for anything relevant. Discard Chancellor, Ashen Rider. I guess Ashen Rider is a reason not to play Karakas, but step 1 would be dealing with the Chancellor, or dealing with the Ashen Rider anyway. Because you can recruit Mom for Flickwor's combo. Yeah, I was thinking about like needing to recruit Mom, especially now that this Ashen Rider's here. Might just jam the sword into it. Yeah, they're gonna Ashen Rider my land, so we're gonna be even farther back from doing anything. We just need to draw like Mom now into 3rd land, or just a plow. Hey, that works. Hot dog. What is that land? My land? Karakas. His land? Scrubland, Badlands? The 2 best lands in Legacy, obviously. For scrubs and bad players. Let my opponent do whatever here. If they reanimate Chancellor, it's going to get annoying. Scrubland. Okay. You can tell by like the white and black rectangles going inward. That's how they did the old dual lands. For some reason. The squares indicate the colors it taps for. Well, hopefully they just like don't have anything else to. If they if they reanimate Chancellor, we probably don't even win then, right? They're at 2, but we can't kill. We might be able to like Crusader them if we get 4 lands before they lethal us, but they put a Chancellor into play in some method. Also, they're gaining 5. They're going to like 7. We'd have to kill them in 2 with a Crusader. Flashback looting here. Yeah, I'm gonna look real dumb playing that Caracas when I put discards Grizzlebrand here. I'll look like a real fool. Discard Grizzlebrand Iona. Oh, dark red, deal. That's way more beatable. Get out of here. Yes, I would love to pay 1 for that Chancellor trigger. Can't complain. Their only other reanimator target right now is that Chancellor, so we have a plow to take care of it. We just need to find a 3rd land before they find more fatties and reanimation spells. Get rid of this Chancellor trigger notice. Gonna limp across the finish line here with this Crusader, hopefully. Assuming we find a land. It's not the worst card I've drawn in my whole life. It's a lot better here than it was last game. That's for sure. It's definitely not the best card I could have drawn here, but it's actually it's up there for sure. Could have drawn a lot of worse cards in this deck. What the fuck? Dark Red Grave Titan? What are they paying 4 mana for? I'm scared. Oh, there's no hardcast unmask? That's rude. Oh well. Can't do anything about it. At least that means that they don't have like a reanimation spell yet. Because they know like 3 of the cards. I think they know 3 of the cards in my hand at least. I'm really keeping track. But like I don't think they'd just fire off a unmasked trying to hit a 2nd plow if they have a reanimation spell for this Chancellor. Oh, they're going deep here. Hitting their recruiter, really? Hey, a castable spell. Let's get it done, Walking Ballista. 11 turn clock. The old 1-1 for 1. 1-1 for 2. Too bad this isn't Dredge. I can break all their bridges. Everything's being drawn backwards. I wanted Ballista against Dredge, and I wanted this Plows for this matchup. Oh no, Entomb. Time to look like an idiot for not having Caracas. They're just gonna like Grizzlebrand me. Time to look like an idiot for... Oh wow, Entomb looting? Oh, they're digging for reanimation spells, okay. Come on. Discard and land. Alright, sure, whatever. I hate everything. If they find an Exhume, we might be able to win, right? We can beat a Chancellor if they find Exhume, because we can get Stoneforge back, get a Batter Skull. They need to find... We can also beat Reanimate. The only thing we can't probably beat, we can probably not beat, is Animate Dead. Get him! Get him, Walking Ballista! Stoneforge for this Batter Skull. Even if they thought Seize Me, we still have this sort of Fire and Ice at least. We have a plan. We have a plan in motion. We've now upgraded to like a 3-turn clock from here. Man, drawing super hot here. Get him. Walking Ballista going the distance. This Batter Skull's gonna kind of come in, steal the show, but Walking Ballista delivering the beatdowns. So we have what 1, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, they're not quite dead. Yeah, Sand is gas if you ever draw lands. That's definitely true. What am I supposed to play here? So I don't lose to, like, Elish Norn? I think just Crusader to beat Grizzlebrand, I guess. Elish Norn, we have, like, Germ plus... Yeah, we're just gonna play Green Crusader or whatever. Opponent says, guess I should add more reanimates. Yeah, opponent never found another animation spell after the reanimate on the Ashen Rider. Crusader beats Grizzlebrand, Batter Skull beats Norn. Well, Batter Skull doesn't beat Norn by itself, right? Because it's just a 2-2 and Elish Norn has a Vigilance. I don't know, we could like Flicker Wisp it out and kill them. Yeah, never mind. So Crusader makes it so that we don't die to like Grizzlebrand here. They draw like looting into Grizzlebrand plus reanimation spell. I mean, alternatively, Flicker Wisp also beats that, but Flicker just beats like everything. I guess Mirror Crusader beats Grave Titan? Oh man, incoming Hardcast Elish Norn. Oh, Hardcast Grizzlebrand. Gotta give it to him. It's a good, solid, yeah. They did their thing. That's impressive. They managed to hardcast a Grizzlebrand before they found another reanimation spell. They also never found another threat. Well, they had the Chancellor sitting in their yard, which was like something. If they had found a Chancellor before I found, I mean, we had a lot higher likelihood to win that game because we needed to find like third land or any number of 2-drops. We found Ballista into Stoneforge, whereas they needed to find specifically a specific subset of cards in their deck, especially as that gap narrowed down, as they already couldn't really exhume for lethal or to try and kill me, and once I had the Ballista going, the clock started ticking on them having reanimate. So then it was down to them finding animate dead. It all just was spiraling horribly out of control. Oh, sorry, Ballista, but you're still getting cut. What did I cut? Like a pile of pile of moms, and most of the Stoneforge package. Oh, I cut these recruiters, right? Wait, what did I leave in? If I cut these recruiters, did I leave in like 1 mom? Say hey to your SO from your least favorite Twitch user. I think she's asleep. She had a long day today. She basically like came home and like immediately passed out at 6 or 7 p.m. Anyway. What is... I guess... Oh, no, I cut Crusaders, right? Wait, instead of... No, because Phil was in here and he's talking about cutting mobs instead of Crusaders, but because of Chalice, but I don't know. That decision is pretty minor. It mostly comes down to like your actual hate cards. You can really kind of clean up the game with anything. I've 100% cleaned up multiple games against Reanimator where I won with a Mother of Runes attacking for 15 turns. Yeah, she just like naps a lot. It's crazy. I cannot even like fathom sleeping that much. We need to find a better 6, especially on the draw. Finding something like Surgical. We'll keep Plow plus Council's Judgment plus other stuff to do. Import in the interim. Ooh, Crocus on top, deal. Snap that one off. Chancellor. I'll fire Mom to the Void. Maybe not. We could always just like leave up 2 mana. Thoughtseize. So they don't see the Crocus here, which is definitely notable. Yep, taking the Plow also makes sense. I think I just want to fire the Mom off into the Void so I can plan on casting a 3-drop on 3 if I need to. We don't really need this Mom to win the game. I'd rather just get this Chancellor trigger out of the way now. Also bluff that I spread like Surgical over the top or something. So we have Council's Judgment. Yeah, also if I draw Rip, obviously it's nuts. We have nothing. It's like End Step Entomb or something. Aether Vial. I wonder if that's more or less relevant than porting. I think it's less relevant. I think we're just going to port them. What if my opponent keeps it to go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 land, go? And then don't like End Step Entomb? I wonder if I'm supposed to just slam Crusader here. They didn't have anything to do on 2 mana before. Kind of wanted to like Vial, play Port, but that seems like it's just gonna like draw the game out way too long. It's like slam, guys. Force my opponent to do something. If we find Elish Norn, we have Caracas for it. We have Judgment for a bunch of stuff. They might be waiting for like another discard effect to beat this Council's Judgment. Yeah, if they go for Norn, we have this Caracas they don't know about, so. Is it time to play this Caracas out? Guess there's no reason to, right? Just keep hiding it. We could make them like Grizzlebrand down to a low life total at some point and then bounce it, attack for lethal. Thanks for the 2 bits, you Henny. Might as well try to incentivize them to play a legendary creature still. I'm just trying to figure out what they kept here. Ashen Rider again. Don't want to make the game 1 misplay. A Braid. Alright. That is a card that exists, I guess. That seems not like a good sideboard card in this matchup. Maybe I'm wrong? This is the old red-black Reanimator hand here. Where you just have like all answers and no threats. A Braid seems really terrible, right? I'm not the only one thinking that. Maybe this guy just really hates losing to Containment Priest. And Graft Digger's Cage, maybe? Like, it's good in this matchup. Like, I would bring it in if I had it in my sideboard. I'm just wondering why my opponent has it in their sideboard at all.
instead of something like Wear Tear. They played a Scrubland, though, so they have Wear Tear 2? Time to Q dodge. No, don't worry. We're on our last match here. Yo soy easy. This is our final. This is round 5 here. What's my opponent Dark Ridding into? Which gonna unmask me first. Pitching an Ashen Rider. Well, my hand has nothing but answers to whatever you're going to do. So I don't know. Seems like poor ordering how Chalice has been. They've been okay, I guess. I have not boarded them in very often, but okay, they're just done. they unmask the hand and they're like, well, I'm never beating this, and then they just pack it in. It's just like 4 cards that they're very hard pressed to beat. So, so chalices I've not boarded in a lot, but that's like kind of a good thing in the sense that Chalice is taking the Aethersworn Cannon slot right now, which almost exclusively comes in for the unfair matchups. And Chalice is a hedge against the unfair matchups, like especially Storm, while being actually boardable against a certain subsection of fair decks, like Death Shadow and Miracles. So if I'm not boarding them in against combo decks, it's just because I'm not playing against them, and it means that Aethersworn would have been probably worse, because at least Chalice has a more widespread area of like decks that it hits. That's my thought about it anyway. It's been very middling so far. I did get my Red-Black Rammer opponent, I guess, in match 1. Game 2 that I won? Yeah, because we just Chalice on 1 into Prelate on 2, and they just can't win. Aethersworn could come in against some fair. I've never been impressed by Aethersworn in fair matchups. People are like, sometimes you want to board against Miracles, turns off Snapcasters and stuff, but I'd much rather have a Chalice than an Aethersworn against Miracles or something. Aethersworn is tutorable and much better versus like Storm and stuff, so there's definitely arguments for still having Aethersworn, but I like the options of having Chalice against stuff like Delver and Shadow. Alright, later, Yenny. We're done here too, so catch you later. Just play Canonist, you're never going to draw Chalice. Yeah, it's definitely a reason that Chalice might not be good, but... Yeah, Aethersworn's decent, but I think just Chalice is better if like that's the matchup for it. I typically don't board in Aethersworn against Miracles, and I would 100% board in Chalice. Aethersworn is just like, oh, well, I guess it turns off their snap sometimes, but a lot of the time it's just like a 2-2, so you win some, lose some. Anyway, find someone to host. Yo soy easy, were you about to stream Legacy? / are you streaming? You're not streaming Legacy right now. Or at least you're not on MTG streams. Okay, yeah, you're not streaming yet. Oh, you're not streaming, you're just playing. That's why you're like, time to Q dodge. That makes sense. Let's find someone to host here. Romario Vidal. He's a very, very frequent Legacy streamer. Let's go host him playing Ant right now, looks like. Yeah, I see Cabal Ritual and Ad Nauseum. Seems cool. Anyway, we are gonna wrap it up here, I guess. Still not sure what I want to like possibly cut these 2 cards for. They're definitely like the spots right now in my sideboard that are in contention. I like the Chalices so far. I still have not tested them nearly enough to want them. I kind of like an Aethersworn in the sideboard still. It's kind of like the training wheels of having a single Containment Priest. It's just something you can recruit in those odd matchups where you really want an effect like that. But could like cut one of these for like an Aethersworn one for... I think I was talking about like a 3rd Recruiter instead of the Sword of War piece, but I don't know. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Oh wait, hang on, I didn't record my last match there. Red-Black Reanimator. We actually won game 2 for once in my life. Or game 1, sorry. We always win game 2 and 3, usually. My pre-board record is 1-5, and I'm 5-1 in matches against Red-Black. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. If you want to support the channel some more, you can follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows are totally free, help you know I'm going live, help other people find my content. Subscriptions get you a sweet dolly emote and a Thraben themed badge in the chat, and donations, I'd be more than happy to take a test drive of a D&T list you want to see run through a league, or something close to D&T, something that I like own some on Moto. We're actually going to play Yosoi Easy's 5-color humans list in Legacy tomorrow for fun. Take that one out for a spin, but anyway, if you want to see stuff like that, you want to try to run your own list through a league or something, then just let me know beforehand. Other than that, you can subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. YouTube is where I post all my streams after I go live. So if you ever want to see more D&T content, there's a pile of it there in Modern and Legacy. There's just basically every stream I've been doing for the past 5-ish months or something like that. I think I just started in June, so maybe closer to 3 or 4. But anyway, Twitter, I just kind of post when I'm going live and various Twitter things. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you guys all tomorrow.